Kim Taehyung's 30th birthday isn't just a celebration of coming of age, but a moment of profound reflection on the journey of an artist who has grown with the dreams, pain, and love of millions of fans worldwide. At this age, Taehyung stands not only as an idol, but as a mature artist who has colorfully navigated various phases of life. And on this special day, the members of BTS chose the most personal way to celebrate, with a special video filled with emotion and memories. The video opens with a warm and simple atmosphere, far from the glamour of a grand stage. There are no excessive lights, no dramatic effects. It's precisely the small silences that make everything feel real. That's where Jungkook, J-Hope, RM, and Jin appear one by one, sharing their own stories about Taehyung, about the friend who has been with them since their trainee days until now. Jungkook is the first to steal the spotlight. With a soft yet honest tone, he remembers Taehyung as someone who has always been there during the most important moments in his life. For Jungkook, Taehyung isn't just a hyung or a bandmate, but a place to come home to when the world feels too noisy. He talks about long nights of practice, chuckles behind the camera, and silences that only the two of them understand. There's a small pause as Jungkook pauses, as if holding back emotions that are about to spill over. His smile appears, but his eyes hold a touch of emotion that's hard to hide. He calls Taehyung the person who taught him what it means to be himself, without a mask, without fear. The simple sentence feels profound, coming from someone who grew up in the public spotlight from a very young age. Then it's J-Hope's turn to speak, bringing a different but equally touching energy. With his characteristically cheerful style, he remembers Taehyung as a unique color within BTS. J-Hope describes Taehyung as someone who never hesitates to express his emotions, whether through music, art, or small conversations that are often considered trivial but have great meaning. Behind his laughter and jokes, J-Hope also includes an honest confession about how Taehyung often balances the group's dynamic. When things get tense, Taehyung brings a calming presence with his calming silence. When things get too serious, he comes up with unexpected ideas that make them laugh. J-Hope concluded his message with a simple, yet heartfelt thank you. RM took a more reflective and philosophical approach, as he always does. He spoke of Taehyung as a thinker, an observer of life who often sees the world from a different perspective. RM expressed his admiration for the way Taehyung expresses his feelings through art, music, and even silence. According to RM, Taehyung is a living example that maturity isn't about age, but about the courage to be true to oneself. He recalled many late-night conversations, discussions about dreams, fears, and the future. In his words, Taehyung is described as a free spirit who remains true to the values he's believed in since the beginning. RM also touched on the long journey they've traveled together, from small stages to large stadiums, from doubt to confidence. He called 30 a new chapter, not the end, but the beginning of a deeper exploration as artists and human beings. The message felt like a prayer uttered with hope. Finally, Jin appeared, bringing the warmth typical of an older sibling. In a relaxed yet meaningful tone, Jin spoke of Taehyung as a younger brother who always made him smile. He reminisced about small moments that might never be seen on camera, like simple bedtime conversations or silly jokes only they understood. Jin acknowledged that Taehyung had grown much stronger and wiser than in his early debut days. He praised Taehyung's resilience in the face of criticism, public expectations, and the pressures that came and went. As a hyung, Jin felt proud of how Taehyung maintained his authentic self in a world that often demands perfection. The video then featured snippets of old memories, photos, and clips that chronicled Taehyung's journey from a shy teenager to a charismatic adult. Each image seemed to speak for itself, telling a story of growth, loss, and self-discovery. The soft background music further enhanced the emotional atmosphere that pervaded the entire show. For fans, the video felt like a small window into BTS's private world. Not the world of the stage, not the world of the media spotlight, but a safe space where friendship grows unconditionally. That's where Taehyung is celebrated. Not as BTS's V, but as Kim Taehyung, a friend, a brother. This 30th birthday symbolizes an important transition. Taehyung is no longer at the crossroads between youth and adulthood, but has firmly stepped into a new phase of his life. The support from Jungkook, J-Hope, RM, and Jin is proof that he is not walking alone. Their bond remains strong, tested by time and experience. This celebration also serves as a reminder that behind BTS's immense success, there are real and profound human connections. There is laughter, tears, differences, and acceptance. All of this is encapsulated in a short but meaningful video that leaves a lasting impression on anyone who watches it. As the video nears its end, a simple message emerges, a wish for Taehyung's happiness, health, and freedom to live his life. There are no extravagant promises, no bombastic words. Just sincere prayers from those who know him best. At 30, Taehyung stands as a symbol of the courage to grow without losing who he is. This celebration isn't just about a birthday, but about a long journey that will continue. And with Jungkook, J-Hope, RM, and Jin, the next steps feel even warmer and more meaningful. To the world, this may just be a special video. But to them, it's an irreplaceable declaration of love, friendship, and commitment. A reminder that behind the legend that is BTS, there are people who care for each other, as time goes on.